What are we waiting for?
Firefox, so I can get the... Well, I mean, we can get going.
Did you guys know that Internet Explorer is the #1 browser for downloading another browser?
I wonder why. I wonder if there's anything they did to make that happen.
That's so funny. It's true. It's funny.
We're going to leave... Well, it's funny because I had a friend message me the other day. It was like, hey, do you have a BIOS file for a PlayStation emulator? I'm like, not today, FBI.
Nope.
No, I don't. I definitely don't. Not for you, I don't. Especially if you're going to message me through Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Oh, Christmas games.
It's like I do, but it's you have to meet me in the Levan at 2 a.m.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 143 of the Camcast.
Yay!
Yeah, your favorite podcast recorded in an unfinished basement.
In Midvale.
Luster's Midvale, top of the mountain where champions are born. You can find... We are at Cam Automag on all social media. Go ahead, find us there. Tell us what you think. We're not going to care, but you can tell us what you think there. I am Mike, dear leader, Doc Taste, chef extraordinaire.
Yes.
Delicious.
Guy who's going to back into a Civic in his girlfriend's apartment complex just as a fucking message.
Do it.
Send it.
Yeah. We'll get into that in a minute. But I am joined, as always, to my right by the one, the only, the professor of the ghetto arts, Uncle Radical himself, Daddy Rads.
Hello.
Like your ISIS sweater.
Thank you.
Wow.
Wow. But by that you mean import spring show off.
And my LS Swap T-shirt, courtesy of Blip Shift underneath it.
Yay.
Love it.
Falls out.
G.I. Joe.
God.
Remember,
Anyway.
kids, knowing is half the battle. The other half is red and blue lasers.
You know the only reason they had that crap at the end was just so they could legally air the episodes?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a fun thing.
That PSA stamp.
Yep. Just remember that, kids.
We should try the same thing.
Here's all these shenanigans. By the way, don't do this.
Yeah, don't do this.
Buy these toys. By the way, don't drink bleach.
Yep.
Have fun, kids.
What? You tell me that now?
Didn't say shit about Tide Pods.
Pork chop sandwiches.
Don't talk shit on Total!
Get the fuck off my like.
Anyway, he's down there at the end of the table just wondering what exactly this thing that he helped create got himself into.
Shaking his head disapprovingly.
I don't know.
He's the
Ahoy
shadowy
hoy.
billionaire, Trent from Santee himself.
Ahoy hoy, don't ever steal it again.
Trent from Sandy.
Yeah. So,
Represent.
I'm working on finding my own catchphrase. If you
Good.
guys want to email me some suggestions, mailbag at camautomac.com.
Dave's catchphrase in the subject line.
Yep.
yeah. Well, there we go.
And bring the heat.
Yep. Oh, and
Oh, jeez.
we're gonna go ahead and
We got a
introduce
special one.
Dude, we got a retro.
God,
Sorry.
showing up for the first time in I don't know how long.
It's been like a month.
It's
The
been a while.
cigarettes are
Who is
stale
this man?
already.
Yeah.
I don't know who this guy is.
Yeah, a new face to
Kind
our
of
other
new.
panelist.
Yeah, mustached.
That milk turned into cheese while he was out.
Semi-beard.
Jesus. God, it is the pizza stranger, as we have been calling him.
Yes.
He's been demoted from dad to stepdad.
Now known as
Now
Pizza Stranger.
Yep.
And my new catchphrase is Wubba Lubba Dub Dub.
Fucking
Wow.
kill me. And I sat right next to you.
There you go.
God.
There it is.
All right, where do you... Jesus.
It's good to see you guys. I missed you guys. It's
Thank you, Brandon.
good to be back. Thanks for having me.
Yes, and running the thing with all the knobs. It is our new excitable child. It is the Lord of the Boards himself, Zach Lords.
Yes.
Yes. And joining us on this is Extended Birthday Weekend.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yes.
Still deciding whether or not this is how I wanted to spend my second to last day off.
Well,
Extended
you know where the
birthday
door
banner.
is, buddy. You know where the fucking door is. You know him from the Digital Driver stream on Twitch, where he plays all sorts of fun retro games.
Yeah.
Some of them more infuriating than others.
Yeah,
He is
seriously.
also a cam contributor. It is Joey Harrington.
Hello.
Hello.
How we doing?
We're doing good. We'd be doing even better if you go ahead and subscribe to this podcast wherever you find it. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play. Rate and review while you're there. 5 stars preferred, but, we'll take whatever. We'll talk shit on you because I know what you rated us.
Yep.
I see that. I harbor a lot of hate and resentment
We
towards
know.
you.
We'll find you.
Yeah, you can't really talk shit on something that you're not paying for. However, if you want to pay for this thing and earn the ability to talk shit on it,
Ho-ho.
head on over to patreon.com/camautomag and go ahead and subscribe to us there.
Yep.
Become a patron, anywhere from $1 up to $50.
Or if you would like to unlock the $610,000 a month option, feel free to email us.
Yep.
Platinum level.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
I mean, we will sign all the creative rights over to you.
This will be your mess now. Oh, but we do have a...
And all our pending lawsuits will now be yours.
Yup.
$8,000 a month, I will stop. Buy my silence.
Yup.
Speaking of people who will be critical of this podcast, Trent Nathan Tanner.
Hey, hold on. Trent Nathan Tanner. We have a new patron this month.
Hey.
Oh.
We have Matt Barker.
Hey, Matt. Thank you.
Matt Barker.
Yep. He hooked it up. He subscribed at $5, so he's now in the super secret, awesome Facebook group,
Love
Cam
you.
Shenanigans.
Excellent.
Which
Wait, am I in that group?
No, you're not.
I'm
because
not.
We don't see
I
you
think
that
you
often.
kicked me out. I was in it for a minute.
I don't know. You still might be there.
No, I'm still in it, but you're going to kick me out now that I brought it up. Damn
No,
it.
we're not.
Yup.
But if you want to join the, just see us shitpost.
I'll just join the Patreon.
Yeah, $5 a month and it gets you in.
Yeah,
$10
I'm in.
gets you a sticker. $30 gets you a hat.
Ooh,
And, $50 gets you a shirt.
I love it.
And there we go.
Do it.
Yep. So, it's been a minute since we've seen a lot of us. I know Zach and Dave were at the Drift event on
Yes, we were.
Saturday, and something happened there.
Yeah. So,
It was magical.
Yeah, what was it?
and it was completely hidden from everybody until it happened. So, Jake Morrow and his new wife, Sarah Morrow, got married. It was an official wedding in the middle of a drift event.
In the middle of a drift. Was this filmed? This had to be on like some film.
There's a whole bunch of social media
I have
coverage
some.
of it.
Yeah,
There's
awesome.
a whole bunch of good photography of it as well.
Well, there we go. Shout out to them.
Super congratulations to both of them.
That's
Sarah
wonderful.
and Jake are badasses.
Hell of a way to
Both
do
of
that.
them. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, super cool. So, yeah, that was a good time. The drift event was pretty awesome. There were
Ran
not as
pretty
many
smooth.
drivers as I was anticipating for it being the last one of the season. But everybody got a radical amount of seat time,
Well, that's
Nice.
good.
including one of our super fans, Brandon Kuhn,
Nice.
Nice.
who got himself a good amount of seat time in that Miata that we built. So now we're going to tear it all the way apart, and we're going to do a whole bunch more cool stuff to it. It's going to be a different car again.
Nice.
All
In
right.
springtime.
I just love the map that he had drawn on his windshield. That was awesome.
We decided
Not a bad
last minute,
idea.
since nobody had a whiteboard,
Yeah.
we were all standing like our. It was funny. The drivers' meeting was around our pit, and
Right.
that's exactly where the car was parked. And so everybody's standing on my trailer, and we just decided to draw the course map right there on the window, and he just left it. He just said, screw
Nice.
it.
Nice. Well,
I mean,
now I know where I'm going.
I drove the car a half dozen times that day, and I looked right through it. I totally forgot it was there.
Nice.
Very cool.
So
Nice.
not even an issue, but
Yeah.
it was good times.
Yeah. Well,
Good times.
Trent, where the hell were you last week?
I was working on my daughter and I's project car,
Uh-huh.
2000 VW Beetle.
Ooh.
Oh.
It's a 1.8T. It's a manual.
Attaboy.
As the good Lord intended.
Yeah, it's yellow. But we spent a good hour just practicing driving stick shift. So
Nice.
She's 14. She's got a little bit of time, but never too early.
Exactly. Get them early.
Smart.
Yeah. Well, strange man across the table from me.
Who is he?
Fuck have you been up to?
Oh, geez. It's been like a month and a half.
Just give us
since
the
I've been
cliff
here.
notes,
6
man.
weeks.
Just give us the cliff notes.
Bought the ultimate dad car. Been driving the shit out of it.
Yes,
Love it.
congratulations to new on your
You
new
bought
Jetta.
the Jetta?
Yeah, I got a Jetta GLX VR6.
Yeah.
It's badass, black roof and everything.
Was it the
Yeah.
Trek edition with the sweet bike?
No, GLX. So it's got
damn.
the two-tone leather. No, I got a Passat GT,
There
which
you go.
is the cheapest, pretty much brand new car you can buy right now. It's insane.
Like the strong Volkswagen commercials just echoing in my
Yeah.
head right now.
But I actually
New
bought it-
Passats for $15.9.
Yeah. But there's a lot of small print to those deals. So I bought it out of Boise, Idaho, of all places.
Oh.
So shout out to Boise VW because they hooked it up and shipped the car down to me and actually did it before all the paperwork was signed. They called me and were like,
that's-
hey, so the car's going to be there tomorrow, so please don't steal it because the paperwork doesn't get there till the next day.
That seems like a
So-
little bit of a problem.
You
Yeah,
could
it
have
was-
made that thing to Mexico and made all your money back before
Absolutely.
you even got the paperwork.
But you know what? They hooked it up, so I hooked them up. It's good. But yeah, besides that, just been living. Had a mustache for a little while. Beard's coming back. I look ridiculous, but you guys know that. You're used to it.
Yep.
I think we all
Big
do.
everything except the upper lip.
Yeah, I did do that.
Do it. No, do it again.
No, I can't. I
Do it
got
again.
That was
I have
great.
He has family photos coming up.
Yeah, and I
I
have
know.
no.
All the more reason for
Yeah.
that chin to be bald.
Yeah, what chin? That's the thing. I was
Exactly.
born without one. It's just lower lip to
Yep.
to Adam's apple.
Chinectomy.
Yeah,
To be fair, I've got a giant scar under here
yeah.
that I grow a beard to hide.
No, there you go.
So I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
All right.
Plus, it just looks better.
I'm hiding my ugly chin. You're hiding your lack of chin.
Yeah.
just hiding
Well,
my chin
I'm growing
fat.
my chin back.
Right. I don't have anything
Exactly.
cool to
Exactly.
talk about. It's just
Yeah.
fat.
Yeah.
That's it for Pizza Dad.
There we go.
Or Pizza Stranger.
There you go. You got to earn that dad status back.
Stranger
Yeah.
danger.
Yep.
The numb. Never mind. Okay. So yeah,
You need to.
hey, whoa.
That'll be a thing that we
Let's keep it family friendly tonight.
That'll be a thing that we'll bring up in
Fuckers.
the Cam Shenanigans Facebook group.
Heyo.
$5 on Patreon will get you in there.
Yep. Learn the joke behind the joke. Wait. No. Anyways. Yeah.
Learn exactly what the fuck we're talking about.
Yeah. Exactly. That's
For
it.
$5 a month.
It's an inside joke that you can pay to be a part of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
I like this model. It's a good model.
I think that's the best way to describe every Patreon for every podcast out there.
Ever.
Yeah.
You just get to pay to learn the inside jokes.
Yep.
Joey.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I am.
Good.
I am. I'm a tired mess.
I am.
While we still have a little bit of your consciousness, promote yourself.
So I run 2 Twitch channels. The ones that this podcast is going to care about is the Digital Driver stream on Twitch. It might move to YouTube here pretty quick. Do
Nice.
both simultaneously. But we play primarily older racing games.
Nice.
I might mix some modern stuff in there, but I have this big old collection of old racing games that I like to play. So that I'd bring everybody in on it. We played today. So today we streamed Ridge Racer for about an hour and a half. An old Ridge Racer title. We just barely finished off Automobilista yesterday, and then at least one other. Trent was there for some of it. We also played through all of Need for Speed Underground, which was a very frustrating experience.
Yeah, they always put a car right off that
vans.
turn.
That
It's the
last
vans.
race
The vans.
that
Yeah.
I was watching,
Or the light
what
poles.
you
You're
were
on it.
playing was
Yeah.
nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Holy
what's funny is the
shit.
last few races were one of the easiest. Like there's some races in there where it's a 3-hour stream and there's 2 hours of it on a single race. And
Yeah.
it's just
Right.
Van,
Crash,
van.
restart,
Van.
restart. Yeah, I've spent probably a good 2 years playing that.
I mean, we were all there. We've all owned the game
Yes.
and played
Yeah.
the game.
Yeah.
So.
I
Well,
loved
that's what I think people because you don't really see that ever on YouTube or anything. Is just gameplay footage of all these old driver games.
Yeah,
that,
no, you
know.
just see like stills of the cover while somebody's talking about it.
Yeah, so it's kind of a fun way for people to come in and involve themselves in these older racing games and get their nostalgia glasses on and get their nostalgia rocks off.
Well, there we go. And when are you usually streaming on Digital Driver?
So right now, for the rest of this year until I start school, Sunday nights are the playthrough title. So we have whatever we're about to start this upcoming Sunday. We're going to do Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition Remix with the Tokyo. Has the Tokyo Challenge at the end of it.
Oh, damn.
And then Monday nights, Monday afternoons, whatever I can do, we do just a random miscellaneous title I usually pick out. But you're welcome to tell me what you want to see, because that's sort of what that night's for, is if you want to see something that isn't the playthrough title, we can give something to try. We've done Street Racing Syndicate. Earlier we did Rage Racer. We've done what's some other stuff? My memory's not exactly great right now. But yeah, we've done a lot of different titles, so yeah, come in and play it. And then I'm going to start putting all that on YouTube so you can watch it whenever you want, because Twitch likes to delete stuff after a certain amount of time. So
Yeah, I have noticed that because I usually cannot watch the streams live. It's very rare that I get that option just because of kids.
yeah, so you watch the VOD.
So I'd love to catch up on all the old stuff that is now gone.
And I have them all archived on my computer, so I'll just put them up. Right now, a bunch of the really old stuff is just sitting on the Twitch because I couldn't be bothered to delete any of it. So
Hey,
they gave me a
works.
bit of a limit. So yeah,
All right.
definitely. So go check that out, and then I'll promote that. There's also a Facebook page and an Instagram, so you can follow.
Yep.
And figure out exactly when I'm going to go up, and you can be there live. Or I'm totally open to you being like Trent and just watching it afterwards. I don't really care. I know Twitch doesn't give me the credit for when you watch it afterwards, but I don't care.
Hey.
Come in and enjoy. That's the whole point.
There you go.
Sold. I'm going to check it out.
Yeah.
Do it.
Well, there we go. And then real quick, Trent Nathan Tanner, Evil Trent, sent me this. First, we're recording on Veterans Day, so first, thank you, everybody.
Yes.
Thank you all for your service. I
Yes.
know a
Thank
lot
you,
of
yeah.
lot of veterans and currently enlisted military do listen to us.
Yep. So
Thank you.
there we go. And he also wanted to make mention that Joe from Turbo Labs was giving free dyno pulls to veterans today.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
That's so cool.
that,
pretty
yeah,
badass.
That is awesome.
Yeah, so shout out to Joe for being awesome like that. And then he sent me over the Instagram post about the Pandra Tundra.
The what?
It is this Tundra
Yes, I
that
did
is
see
toasted
that.
like
Saw
a
that.
marshmallow.
Yeah.
Because it was ferrying people away from the fire.
Yeah, taking him to the hospital.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought that was a Tacoma. I guess it is a Tundra.
That's a big
Yeah.
old Tundra.
Yeah.
The taillights are melted out.
Yeah, like
Headlights are gone.
Headlights are gone.
there
The
were
tire wheel
the
wells
door,
are gone.
The door skin has holes burned into it.
It's just badass. That dude is a hero.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah, so shout out to them and shout out to everybody who is currently surviving the fire, getting away from that.
Yeah, be safe.
Yep.
Yeah.
I wanted to shout out the kid. I wish I remember your name, dude. I wish I did. He came up and saw me at the drift event. Walked up to me and go, "Hey, are you Zach?" And I go, "That's me." Yeah, Lord of the Boards.
Yeah.
So I have a fan out there, I might say.
There we go.
But
The
He is
fan-
an unknown.
The fans
Yeah,
pop up
hero.
in weird places. I remember a couple years ago at one of the endurance races, one of the guys from Reardon, one of the crew guys, came up to me. He's like, because I was wearing my cam hat, and he's just like, "Hey, you do the Camcast, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." Is Pizza Dad here?
Probably not.
No, he's never there. That asshole's never here.
Never.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Never.
I just said, "Nah," and he just laughed, and he's just like always. I'm like, you get it.
Classic Pizza
Nice.
Dad.
Yep. So
Yeah.
That's an inside joke you don't have to buy.
nope.
That one's free. If you'd like more, join. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Anyway, let's talk about some news. But first, another way you can help support this delightful marching band to nowhere is heading to CamAutoSwag.com
This is a great one.
and buying some stuff. Much like I have. I'm currently rocking the Cam zip-up hoodie.
Oh, I love it.
Yep, it is a 2X. I will say it is a little thin, so what I recommend is get the hoodie and get the long sleeve tee.
Dude.
Wear one over the other. I don't care how you want to get down with that one.
Oh, yeah, do it 80s style.
Yeah.
Wear the tee over the hoodie.
Yep.
That's badass.
There
and
you
then,
go.
And then put your pom-pom knit beanie on top of that.
Straight own it.
It is it is such a warm beanie.
Yeah.
Like, it is crazy how warm it is.
And just talk about how awesome or Seattle was back in the 90s compared to now.
Just talk about how great things were back in the day.
You just don't even know, man.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Or be like Dave. Get yourself a phone case that is somehow holding up despite the fact that Dave drops that thing.
On the reg.
How many times a day, Zach?
It's more like it's funny to watch him drop it and then try to catch it and then end up dropping it harder.
I end up most of the
Like
time
spiking
swatting it towards the floor.
That is amazing. So
But it holds up amazing. Even the logo, like the logo's got a little bit of that weird wear on it.
Yeah,
but
it's got a
looks
sweet
super
patina.
Cool.
Yeah, I dig it.
It's patinaed. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. And it's great. It's great. My phone has not taken a lick of damage because of it.
Yeah.
we go.
This is the best phone case I've ever had.
Yeah, we've got that, all those aforementioned products, and other T-shirts, hats, and even onesies for your little ones. That is over at CamAutoSwag.com.
It's good stuff.
Can I ask about where the fuck are the socks? I'm staring right at you.
Wow, Trent, shadowy billionaire.
I can feel it.
Wow.
Wait, you know what? We'll pick this up later. We
Yeah.
will hopefully have news for you on Thursday.
Stay tuned.
Anyway, what we have news to talk about, specifically stuff from north of the border.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Oh, who wants some?
The Great White North?
Yes. Who wants some cheap chargers?
Who
I do.
doesn't?
I do.
I do.
The Canadian government is selling off a bunch of chargers that they bought for the G7 summit.
I love that they just bought cars for a summit. That was how long? A week?
So that's the thing. They said it was cheaper to sell off all these cars, use them for a week and sell them off than it would be to rent them all because they need hundreds of vehicles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so they've got like Chrysler 300s that have like 1,000 miles on them.
This is great.
Yeah.
Toyota Siennas.
Yeah,
and the dollar's super strong up there, too, so you get a
can
lot
get-
of bang for your buck.
Yeah.
You can get a 5-pack of police spec chargers for a combined
Exactly.
$133,000.
Canadian.
Get a 6-pack
Is that
with a little
Canadian?
handle
That's
on
Canadian.
it.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Or like Heineken used to do, the holiday 5-pack.
Oh, God.
Those were fun commercials.
It's beautiful.
But yeah, I mean, 300C starting at $25,300.
109 Toyota Siennas.
Canadian spec 300C without it. So
They
that
should
has
just-
the motorcade spec.
They should just geo-target Utah County for that auction right there. Just like, boom, sold, all of them.
Dude, like Suburbans for $53,400, but
Canadian.
not fully loaded, low mileage, 4-wheel drive. So yeah, man, there you go.
I'm all about this. Now, granted, I don't have the disposable income to
Stop.
tell
I
to
want
my
that.
wife.
You're so
we
humble.
We need
What?
5 chargers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Discovery in the background.
Yeah, the disco in the background of that
Oh.
picture.
That's a conversation every husband has with his wife.
Yep.
It's a lot like
Hey, babe, we need
camel
5
one.
chargers. It's true. Happens at least once in a marriage.
Anyway,
Police spec, of course.
Yeah,
Yes.
of course. It's got to have that bumper, yo.
Well,
With a little light.
Yeah. Speaking of light,
yeah, God. Things that are alive. The Dodge Neon is still alive and kicking south of the border, baby.
It really
Wow.
is.
Yeah.
Like somebody who made a lot of life mistakes and then
Yeah.
just needed to disappear.
I just need to get away.
God, so we all saw that story about Chris Harris wrecking that Porsche.
Yeah, GT3 touring.
Yeah,
His own.
and I said in the group chat, Top Gear can get away with that fine and dandy. Something like that happens to Cam, Mike is disappearing.
And
Hector Dos Santos is starting a new life in Miami. Just
And,
living a quiet life down there. But
Just trying to stay out of trouble.
and Josue Salazar over here is down in Zihuatanejo because
There
I've
we
heard
go.
good things.
Yep. Well,
Oh,
there you go,
man.
man. No, they're still building the Neon down there.
Down south. But it's based on what?
It's a Fiat Tipo.
There it is. Okay, so it's a
Yes.
Chrysler Fiat product.
Yep.
It's another FCA.
Yep.
And it's called the Neon just in Mexico, right?
So
or down south.
you would
of the
think,
road.
Right.
Yeah, you would think it would be some based off of like the Dart or
Yeah.
something, but
It
no,
looks a little
it's
bit kind of like the Dart, though.
Based
It does
on-
look like
yeah,
the
it
Dart,
does
but it's
kinda,
smaller.
yeah.
It is smaller. And they've sold quite a few of these.
The standard engine is dubbed Fire, and it's a 1.4-liter naturally aspirated four-cylinder, good for 95 horsepower and 94 pound-feet of torque.
Just 5 away from that century mark. You're just itching at that power.
That's pretty
Man.
close to my Mustang. That's a little scary.
That's less than a Mark II 8-valve GTI. That at least
God.
put 115 to the crank. So,
Man, so
I mean, it's not the step that we were thinking FCA would do.
man,
Right. And we wonder why their balance sheet's not looking so hot. Anyways, no,
whatever.
but they've sold 125,000 of these. I read in the article. So.
yeah, like they're
And-
moving them.
Yeah,
they're
there
moving
was 125,000 sold in Europe last year and 47,000 in Turkey.
There you go. Here's the question. Are they going to do an SRT version?
Here's my question: I thought we included Turkey in Europe.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's weird. Well,
Why?
half of it's in Europe and half of it's in...
I have
Asia.
a feeling that because it's co-developed by Fiat and another Turkish industrial company, I feel like specifics matter here.
Gotcha.
On the SRT front, I'm sure something you guys did not know, the mid-2000s Dodge Stratus.
Yeah.
What?
We got the RT model here, which basically
Yes.
meant you had the option of a third pedal and leather.
Right.
South of the border in Mexico, that actually had an SRT4 engine. It was
Really?
actually a turbocharged 2.4.
That would be rad.
Sounds like a blast.
So you could buy a Stratus
Damn.
RT that was turbocharged.
I love this. I thought the Stratus was a good-looking car.
We've thrown out these random pictures recently of like a Stratus race car,
Right.
And the Cam shenanigans.
Yeah, well,
Right.
that's. I mean,
It's entirely possible we could actually get ourselves a factory-boosted Stratus for
Well,
a race car.
Well, didn't the
Damn.
old Continental Series race?
it wasn't the Continental Series. It was the American Touring Car Series or something
Yes.
that lasted for like 2 seasons.
Yeah, but it had all the drivers from that are currently in GT, and I loved watching. I watched that live on Speed.
Yeah.
Speed Network carried that, and I loved it.
No, but yeah, there was a factory Stratus program.
Ford
and those,
Contours.
and those Stratuses pop up from time to time.
Wow.
So-
How much do they go for, I wonder? Like 20, 30?
Too much for what they are.
Oh, I would still be rad. I would street legal it and then drive the shit out of it.
Well,
Anyway,
moving on.
Yes.
moving on.
So, you know how we talk about Faraday Future a lot because we stopped talking about Tesla all the damn time?
Well, didn't we always include the word vaporware? Anyways. Just
Well, don't worry. This vaporware company, the former employees of it, are starting to GoFundMe
And they've
after
already
the layoffs.
They've already made money.
Yes, they have.
They're
Quite a bit of
actually
money.
up to $21,000 right
Wow.
They
Oh,
are.
currently.
now. Currently,
and with the
And
the
so-
goal,
bet I hate
So
it.
tomorrow when this airs.
It's terrible looking.
what's the goal?
50,000.
So they're almost halfway to the goal already.
Yeah. So, yeah, at the time of this article, they were over 17 grand.
What's
but
the goal for?
50 grand.
50 grand, so they're almost halfway there.
So yeah, they had a bunch of employees that were furloughed because they
'Cause they're-
were
because-
going through reorganization.
because the company's
and then-
insolvent.
yeah,
Because it's total vaporware.
Yeah.
right. And
Yeah.
then they basically got laid off. So now they're raising money for the employees.
And
that
Paul
were laid
Elio's over
off.
here going, hey, y'all need jobs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you feel
Speaking
about
of
the Elio
vaporware.
coin?
Oh, shit.
Here, I'm going to pay you an Elio coin. Is
Yeah,
that
it's worth negative 7 cents.
yeah, don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
good luck.
Yep. Oh, man. Yeah. We all remember the time they showed up at CES in 2017, and it looked awesome because,
Well,
they had a thing that worked.
To be fair, even Elio showed up with something awesome at one point.
Yeah, but now it's
Yeah.
just not
I
happening.
remember all the hype for this too at CES. It was crazy.
Yeah,
And then
so-
didn't Reno, or Las Vegas,
I thought it was
Somewhere in
just
Nevada.
the state of Nevada. Yeah,
invested hardcore in it.
and then
Nothing.
Yeah. And then a Chinese like health conglomerate or something invested like $2 billion, and then before like the first payment had officially cleared, they had already burned through like
all of it. Yeah.
nearly $1 billion of it.
Yeah.
And like, can we get an advance on that other one, please?
It's
Just
funny that video shows
Oh,
itself
boy.
parking. Is that correct?
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
It's like the beckoning.
But the year before, at 2016, BMW was showing off their garage park feature
Yeah.
at CES.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, this is. I mean,
But if you go back to James Bond, the second one, he's driving his
Yeah.
7 Series on his
Yeah.
phone. So, I mean, that's old news.
it's
And that happened.
sure.
Just kidding.
I mean, sure.
That was a weird low point
Whatever
for
you
the
wanna
Bond
believe.
franchise. Him
In the
driving
movie.
a 740 IL, a champagne gold 740.
No, it was silver.
No, it was champagne.
No,
I think it was silver.
It was silver.
I'm pretty sure it was champagne.
No, it was silver.
Please have a fist fight over the color of a car.
It was silver, motherfucker. I'm trying to make hit noises. Spit all over the microphone.
God, well,
You know what else is a hit? You
What?
know what else is a thing?
Yeah, what is it?
The Cruise SS
Ooh.
concept.
yeah.
You know, they started making the Cruise as a hatchback now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
they
the-
even make a diesel manual one.
Yeah,
well,
right.
they did make
Diesels.
they did make a manual until this year.
Right.
Yeah. So,
Right. The take rate, I'm sure, is incredibly low.
No.
But
Yeah.
with the new Cruise, actually lends itself really. It's a really attractive little car.
I
It
love
is
those
a-
wheels.
And with the
So-
it was a car that they used in World Touring Car, like the
Wait,
Cruise was.
Is this
the
at
chassis.
SEMA? Is this
No,
one?
this is not at SEMA. This
Oh.
is at the Sao Paulo Auto Show.
Oh, wow.
so
Michael, sorry to shatter your hopes and dreams.
Was it silver?
It was entirely silver.
It doesn't matter because it's a 740.
I was just
Birds.
getting to that too. So
Birdie
Wow.
fingers. It's actually kind of a grayish silver, to be honest with you.
it's
So
like
we're
a
both
dark
wrong.
silver.
God,
Yeah.
it was just.
It's a dark silver.
But anyways,
That's the
listen.
thing.
Back to the Cruise SS
this
that
thing-
we all want.
So yeah, the Brazilian branch of Chevy has brought this out.
Yeah, they built their own little concept.
So this is pretty sweet. I mean, it's
Yeah.
basically an American Cruise RS, aero package, but it's got 20s on it.
Yeah.
It's got a
And-
turbo 1.4,
But it cranks out how much horsepower? out of that?
296
Out of a 1.4? That's impressive.
Yeah.
They're
The
shoving
1.4.
some boost in.
That's
this thing.
rad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The one for still a 4-cylinder?
it's
But
a
here's
four-cylinder,
the
yeah.
question: is it driving it all to the front wheels?
It is
Oh,
a
yes.
front-wheel
Oh,
drive
okay.
front hatch. I feel like this is something that could sell really well here.
I kinda
Probably
would never-
blow. It would blow the GTI out of the water.
Oh,
at least
yeah.
in
I mean,
straight line.
It
Oh
would be-
yeah. Well, we don't get the club sport.
Yeah.
No.
If
Right.
we
I mean,
did,
it
it
would
would
be-
hang. But yeah, no.
It would be one of those things where it would, probably dominate in performance, but as a thing you would want to live with every day, no.
Yeah.
No.
That's,
So-
I love the story of this because that's kind
Yeah.
of like how a lot of like the Mustang Fastback, right, in '67 or whatever. It was just a couple of Ford engineers messing around, and then the corporate dude saw it and was like, "Let's do this."
That's what happens with like most Ford products.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bronco,
like,
cool.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
do it. Ford GT, cool.
yeah, Ford GT.
Let's do it
Ford GT was,
twice.
you can't expect us to build a Mustang that's that expensive. No one will buy it.
Yeah. Anyways, that's cool.
Yeah, and then they built a race car in secret and said, "This is what's do. This is what we're doing."
Exactly.
So, yeah, unfortunately, not probably going to see it up in our neck of the woods.
No,
Right.
we
GM is thinking that they are going to combat the hot hatch market with the 1LE 4-cylinder Camaro, which I feel is a mistake, but financially it makes sense for them.
Oh, sad tuba.midi.
Yeah,
And
because
we-
it's easy doesn't mean it's right.
We know it's all about what the bean counters want.
Yeah, just total,
Unfortunately.
total shit.
All right. Well, guys, we have some more GM news
Uh-oh.
that is just rampant speculation at this point.
Uh-oh.
Is it based off of another car that is speculating to have a mid-engine?
Well, okay, so there's definitely going to be a mid-engine Corvette. We've seen it poorly camouflaged everywhere.
Right.
We've heard it. We've heard the race version. We've heard the regular version.
Yes.
And now, guess what?
Uh-oh.
There might be a Cadillac version.
What? GM never does this.
I know, right?
No.
Platform sharing? No way.
no
So,
way.
I mean,
Rebadging?
Considering that they were originally going to just call the mid-engine Corvette a Cadillac to begin with.
Which is
that
what
was-
I thought they were going to do anyway.
Right.
That was the
Yeah.
rumor, yeah. But
Which
then
they're probably still going to do.
there's going to be a Cadillac version of it. But so this key fob that we are looking at, somebody sent some photos over to the drive, and Yeah.
It's real fancy looking.
It's got a mid-engine car outline.
Yeah, it's got mid-engine car outline with the frunk,
The front,
the trunk,
the
a
rear
lot like
engine,
that.
and a
roof.
convertible.
yeah,
And you could drop the top from the key fob.
yeah. It's
How
got
cool
the
is that
Cadillac
shit?
badge on there, so
Wow.
there are some serial numbers on there.
And a Cadillac badge. Look
Yeah,
at
that people are thinking, this could be the real deal, or it just could be a random key fob that they're using to test stuff.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Who knows? But hey,
But I mean, to be fair, they would not just make a couple of key fobs for prototype cars.
no.
There have to be hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of these already manufactured,
Yep.
waiting to be programmed for the new vehicle.
Yep.
Yeah.
And maybe this is like the blank or something that they're using for testing
Perhaps.
or something.
Yeah,
so maybe it
perhaps.
leaked out.
Exactly.
This new,
Good find by somebody.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that
That's an embezzled Cadillac logo on there. That's not just like a sticker. So that's-
Absolutely.
what I
Yeah,
was
no,
thinking.
like that's, I have a feeling that that's attached to a real functioning full prototype
Yeah.
vehicle.
Yeah.
Perhaps something
so
with
this new XLR is going to have an LT1 in it because why
Or-
would you put an LS in a Cadillac?
or
Wow.
well, I mean, you're
They're,
not really
they're bringing
putting-
back the North Star.
They're
Don't
putting
worry.
the-
32 valves, baby.
No,
Get
didn't-
that 32V going.
No, didn't Dan drop something in the shenanigans chat about Cadillac trademarking Blackwing?
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
yes, yeah.
Which would be like a
Interesting.
like a
Oh.
4-liter twin turbo V8,
Oh, okay.
like that's
I could
that's the
see it.
rumor.
I could
kinda
see
cool.
it.
So think about it.
I immediately thought of an SR-71 when I heard that. So,
Right.
But,
Good company.
Yeah, but I mean, think about it. The
I mean,
not the band?
a 4-liter twin turbo V8 is not far
You're
out
so
of the
young.
reach, considering that there's supposed to be a boosted 5.5 V8 in the new Corvette.
yeah.
Wow.
So there we go.
Turbo, all the things.
Yep.
It's how it works. That's how
Yeah.
you get over 100% volumetric efficiency.
It's 100%. It's the future, which is why I bought a classic brand new
high,
car.
high specific output.
It's a vintage
Man.
Yeah,
vintage new car.
All right.
Rad.
Well, speaking of new cars,
Uh-oh.
hey, so there's a new Mazda CX-5.
Heyo.
Gavin, listen in.
Heyo.
It's running you $40,000.
Holy
I'm
shit.
already so hard.
God,
That's a lot of money for
Yeah,
It
that's
is, so-
quite a bit.
a lot of money.
Crazy thing is, the previous most expensive model before this was $31,000.
And that's like top of the line,
They-
fully loaded.
Yeah, they added 2 new trim levels on top of what that $31,000 price tag was, and then stuck a turbocharged motor in it.
Jeez.
But now
Well,
it's got
good.
like ventilated seats and
Yeah, what do we-
power folding mirrors.
I do love the Mazda
Crap like
interior.
that.
Holy crap,
It
that's
looks
beautiful.
pretty.
The whole car just looks really good.
It is a good looking car.
I
But
mean,
how
it is
much
very
power are we talking
exceptionally shiny.
on this,
You're-
on
you're
this turbo?
talking-
It's really reflective.
It's the same
Just a
horsepower.
man with a rag and polish. Just
Same horsepower as the CX-9, 250 horse, 310 pound-feet of torque
Nice.
on 93 octane.
But it was, we don't get 93, so
No, we
you're
don't.
at 91, just minus 15, and we're across the board, and we're good.
sure.
I'm pretty sure that this thing is smart enough to make the same power on lesser fuel.
Now
just makes the turbo.
the crazy thing
more.
is, it sounds really expensive, but when you look at like the Lexus NX, which is
It's kind of what I was thinking.
granted,
Yeah.
it's a
Oh.
nicer interior overall,
Or whatever the
and I'll
Range
fight
Rover is.
anyone who tells me otherwise. They have more bells and whistles, but the interior's nicer on the NX. Anyway, I wasn't a Lexus salesman, I promise.
No, you weren't.
But those are about
No one believes you,
40
don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Those-
okay.
Those are about 45, and they're a similar size. So it's really not. I mean, they're moving themselves up market, but it's not that far off.
Well, when you
So,
consider what's the new car average selling price right now in America is
Over-
32.5.
yeah,
Yeah,
over,
something
That's
like
the
that.
average.
Yeah.
So you're right there.
Yeah, you're
you're
not
in the
too
ballpark.
much up there. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Cool.
Yeah. Well, cool. You know what else is cool? Hotter AMGs.
Yeah.
yes.
So apparently there's
V12.
going to be a more hardcore AMG GTR.
Of course.
I would imagine so. They always do the Black Series. You
I
know,
mean, there's got to be something.
Well,
So
they already have the Black Series version of this.
not of the AMG GT.
Yeah,
Oh, they don't?
No.
I thought
No.
Oh, there's the
yeah, this is the
They
AMG
had, they had
GT.
the
They have
last
the-
Black Series they had of their
SL.
the SLS.
Yeah, the
of
SLS.
Their,
So is it
Yep.
just
their
me,
Halo car.
or is the Mercedes logo getting significantly bigger with each model?
Oh yes,
Yeah,
of course.
correct.
Like it's
Have
That's
you
what
seen
Zan tells me. She's like,
Hey.
"You want to know how I know it was a Mercedes?"
because you saw that fucking dinner plate coming
And
at
she's
you.
like, "It's just the logo.
Have you
I don't
seen
really
the,
know what I'm talking about
Have
now."
you seen the back of a pickup truck lately?
Yeah.
Well, have you seen a new Ford one? It's like 9 inches long.
Ram.
10 inches.
Yeah.
Well, have you seen the new
the
BMW?
Ram Rebel.
The
It's
new
like-
BMW, the
Yeah.
big SUV that they made with the bucktooth grill.
Oh,
that's
yes,
just the
the
ginormous.
X7. X7, yeah.
But you could do. I think there's an LED lighting package that you can option out
Yes,
for. I think
on the
$1,400, $1,400 to have your logo backlit in LED.
I'm not gonna lie, it's really cool.
It does
I've
look
seen it do
badass.
It
Yeah.
looks really, really cool.
Yeah, there's a couple of CLSs that are running around with it, and it looks. I would do it.
Nice.
If I'm going to spend that much on a car, hell's yes, I'm going to light that logo.
That in the snow. Oh,
Yeah,
that's what dreams are made of.
yeah.
Well,
That's a good looking. That's a beefy looking AMG. Look
Yeah.
at the front.
I mean, it's
the
got
brakes on that is just glowing.
Yeah,
It's being
let's
driven,
see.
yo.
More aggressive canards, a bigger splitter.
Yep.
Some
and
stuff on the fender right here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it may or may not have the twin-turbo 4-liter V8 that's currently making 630 horsepower in the 4-door AMG GT.
Right, and it has that motor in the AMG GTR, but it only makes 577 horse.
A pedestrian 570.
Right.
So it's obviously they already spec'd that motor out to 630 through the EPA. It'd be easy for them to.
What was the special version of the
Pop
GT?
it
We
in.
got the S or something like that because they only made like
the GTR?
Yeah, we got a
the
GTR.
R. Right. Okay.
GTR,
The
the
GTR.
GTS, the
Right. Okay.
GTC.
This is just a more aggressive.
And
The
the
Black
GT.
Series GTR.
Yeah,
Is what it
so
is.
they've
Probably
got
what it's going to end up being.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not excited for this one at all. I'm not,
No, this
I'm not-
is the next story is very disappointing because apparently the future is nothing but sedans.
Yes.
Well, 4-door coupes.
Yeah, yes.
Sorry.
Well,
4-door coupes,
for a coupe
both
is better-
SUV and not.
Everybody's just ripping up the Nissan Maxima from 1989, the four-door
Four-door-
sports car,
Yeah.
For me, at least,
ripping it off.
the 4-door is better than SUV. But
Yeah, but I
Really,
mean, this
but,
is...
I will say that I love the S5
Oh.
in a four-door.
The
Yeah, so-
S5 Sportback.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
I
gorgeous.
do
So-
enjoy that.
cars
So-
that are designed to be a 4-door look great.
So what we're
And
talking
the 4
about is
Series
apparently the
in
next
four-door. That's good.
the next TT is going to show up as a 4-door coupe.
It actually
Still
kind of
have it.
looks
Four doors aren't
coupe-ish, though.
coupes. Stop doing this.
Yeah, so this is a concept.
Yeah.
It's a
but
Grand Coupe.
the crazy thing is, I understand them doing the 4-door coupe thing.
Yeah, I mean,
it's stupid, but it's
The
there.
sales, the sales are saying you need to do something different.
But
Wait, so
here's-
this is just a different looking A5.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, well,
But here's
welcome
the
to
crazy
Audi.
thing.
What-
Actually, it looks kind of like an A3. It looks a little smaller.
this
Here-
is
this
welcome
is-
to Audi. What size A4 would you like?
Correct. It's really true, though.
Venti. Venti, please.
Venti with an extra shot.
A lot.
The crazy thing about this, though, is they're not doing this in addition to
like
the
those
coupe
seats.
and the Roadster. They're getting rid of the 2-door coupe
Yeah,
and the
this is-
Roadster and
so the-
replacing it with a 4-door
So
coupe.
they are
Oh, wow.
effectively murdering the TT line.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
okay. That's all I needed to
I
hear.
really want there to be a convertible 4-door, though. How cool would that be?
Not.
Okay,
I mean, I feel like if they were to build it, it would not end up in North America at all.
well,
He's
what-
probably
yeah,
right.
Yeah.
I'd
just
be
thought of
one
that.
of the few people that would probably buy it because I've got kids. I want to take them on a drive in a convertible.
You probably think that
Yeah.
Nissan Murano
You know, Solara
convertible.
convertibles are really cheap right now.
I don't hate the Cross Cabriolet.
Yeah, we've established that.
That's disgusting.
Hey, so you're looking for a convertible? I got a Ford
No,
Mustang with 4
no,
seats in it.
no.
He wants his children
It's
to
convertible
survive.
all the time.
And it gets great MPGs.
Dude, I'm getting
Yeah.
like 24.
Dude,
Oh,
MPG's nuts.
around town.
yep. Well, hey, remember that thing we talked about? Cadillac killing off their,
Yes.
program,
Their
whatever.
subscription service. Yeah.
Yeah, Care by
Whatever they're
Volvo
called.
is actually doing a hell of a lot better. And it's
Well, it's a lot cheaper too. So
Yeah.
makes sense.
But I mean,
So-
it's really pinching on the supply of XC40s,
yes.
yeah,
which was the exclusive car, if I remember correctly.
yeah, that was
Right.
And, yeah, I think I don't know if they've rolled it out more than that, but that was kind of the launch vehicle.
yeah.
Well, when
So-
I first saw the XC40, I'm like, this thing is going to sell.
Yeah,
Everyone's
yeah.
gonna
It
want
looks sharp. I
Yeah,
like
the
it.
XC40 is an awesome little crossover.
one. It checks all the boxes for being a car that sells great in America.
It,
yeah.
it really does.
Yeah.
I see so many of these downtown.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah. That's the
I mean,
demographic right there.
I grab the Lime and Bird scooters every night,
Yeah,
to
yeah.
charge them downtown, and I
Yeah.
keep going past the Volvo dealer, and I find myself stopping on the curb and just staring at them for a good
Yeah.
few
Yeah.
minutes.
But they
there's
had
nothing
a,
wrong with
they had
that.
a Polestar wagon down there.
Yeah, they
Ooh.
did. It was beautiful.
In that
Yeah.
blue.
No, it was
no,
black.
yeah,
Oh.
that's right.
Yeah,
Black. But there was there was another black one for sale down on State Street on like 33rd.
Those are just beautiful.
This article answered my question, by the way. They do offer it on the S60 as well.
Oh,
Ooh.
okay,
So-
all right.
Oh,
I didn't.
okay, there
I
you go.
didn't think it was just the one vehicle, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah,
So
but
obviously they're doing well. There is something that they are doing right. Some
Well, I
part
mean-
of this is working.
well, I think it's for $650 a month. You can, for 24 months, you can get a T5 Momentum XC40, or if you spend another couple $100, You get an S60 T6 R design.
Yeah,
Me
that's
or-
not bad.
Nice.
Yeah, which I mean, that's
should
pretty
have done
good.
that.
Car and insurance. I feel like a lot of people would probably be paying that on their own to own it.
Yeah.
Pizza Stranger, did you put that in the spreadsheet?
What?
This Care
This.
by Volvo.
No.
You should have.
You should have.
I feel like
You're-
you'd probably
I
be
think-
driving
yeah.
an XC40.
Or I see
Yeah.
it in the sedan.
I feel
Oh
like
no, this.
if
I
if
did put the
anybody-
S60R
Oh,
design in it.
all right,
Yeah, that
okay.
was in there. That was absolutely in the spreadsheet.
If
Good.
anybody here can pull off the subscription vehicle ownership thing, it would be either you or Trent.
Yeah, it'd be
Yeah.
Trent. I don't care enough to drive that new of a car.
You just
Says
bought
the guy that
you
bought a
just-
I
brand
did
new
just
Mustang.
buy a
You just
2018.
bought a brand new car.
Yeah, but I bought a brand new 1996 Jetta VR6. Is
Yeah,
what I
okay.
bought, and I love it.
Well,
How much plastic is in that car?
It's all plastic, and
Okay.
it's the hardest of plastic that has ever been
Not,
invented.
not even soft touch, huh?
No, the upper stuff's soft touch, but
Does-
the lower stuff
does,
is
Does it make the sound like
the
when
lower stuff. Yeah,
when you tap it? Does it make the sound like when you hit like?
an angel
hit-
dies every time you
Okay.
tap it. Yeah.
It's like anytime you like hit your teeth with like a spoon.
It is aggressively
It's that-
plastic.
that noise. Yeah,
yeah, it's
Okay.
a tat.
Got
nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, anyway,
Hey,
closing out our news, Ford has bought the electric scooter company Spin for $100 million because
Holy
the youths are all about these electric scooters.
Yeah.
we need to buy some scooters and sell it to Ford for $100 million.
So Ford has famously started to kind of lose their way.
Yeah.
They
This is-
did not invest big on the crossovers, which Chrysler had the foresight, oddly enough, to do.
Ford
And-
making massive missteps?
What?
Well,
Right.
I never.
Not in a world.
So they're trying to play catch up and buy a scooter company, and this actually isn't their first time dipping into this. So they kind of ran this program called Go Bikes
Yeah.
in select cities since 2013,
Sounds like
and
a very
then
Portland thing.
yeah.
I just immediately thought of Portland. Yeah,
Right.
right there.
Right.
And then they also last month started testing scooter rentals at Purdue University under the name Jelly.
Oh, good old Purdue.
Yep.
Why don't you
You
Purdue
jelly.
Yeah.
jelly?
Man, they've also...
I think you almost broke Trent on that one.
It was so stupid, but it was so great.
Oh,
That's what I'm here for.
that is this story.
respect the joke.
God. Well, there we have it. That is the news.
Good news.
Yes.
Good news, everyone.
Now let's talk some
Dacia
race.
Sandero. Oh.
No.
Now, our racing segment is brought to you by, what was it, a Mississippi?
A Mississippi roast.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Mississippi
Yes.
roast. It was
Delish.
great.
Go ahead and look.
Shout out to the dear leader for creating one heck of a meal
Yeah, bless
So
you.
that Pizza Hut cannot touch.
Bless
Nope.
you, dear leader. Send me your Venmo.
For a quarter of the price, no less.
Yeah.
Well, about the same price, but it was infinitely better quality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go with that.
I had seconds.
I'm still feeling
I
happier
guess,
with
same.
myself.
Good. Yeah. I also don't feel like I'm about to have a heart attack, so
There's no heartburn
double plus
here.
good.
I always feel that way, but that's just age induced.
Anyway,
And our racing segment is also brought to you by Steady Broke Clothing.
Steady broke.
Yeah.
Steady.broke on all social media, steadybroke.com.
There we go.
Go check it out. Get some t-shirts, get some swag.
Yep.
Cam Auto 15 in the coupon code box, 15% off.
Ooh.
Can't argue with that.
Do
Nope.
it.
It's beautiful.
You know what else we can't argue with?
What's that?
The Brazilian Grand Prix being one of the greatest races of the year.
Probably
Every year.
the greatest. Yeah, every year.
Every year it is the best one.
For 10 years straight, it has been amazing.
It has always been the best one.
Yeah.
And this year was no different.
No different. It did not disappoint in any way, shape, or form.
No. Even in qualifying, it was fun.
No, it was, qualifying was amazing. So,
Especially when Vettel broke the scales.
yeah, he did. He was super pissed off about being called in Q3
Yeah.
for a random weighing, which they do all the time, and he just, you're supposed to turn the car off, and they push your car on.
Yeah.
He just drove through the cone,
Yep.
drove up on the scales, was sitting there clapping, telling him to hurry up,
Yeah.
and then,
Like literally clapping at them.
like just being a petulant child that he's been all season, or
Yeah.
at least the second half of the season. And then, and then usually they push you off the scales, and then
Yeah.
you drive off. You fire up the car and drive off.
Yeah, you
He
start
didn't
the-
wait for that.
Nope, he just-
fired it up, drove off, and ended up damaging the scales.
He broke the scales.
Yeah,
He didn't
couldn't-
damage them. He flat out
Yeah.
broke them.
Yeah, which he
God.
was supposedly going to get a grid spot penalty or something like that. There was talk of, but
Yeah,
it was just
but-
a strong shaking of the hand to him.
Yes.
Don't do that again, you little jerk. Anyways, but yeah, it was holy crap, it was a race.
Oh, it was a great race.
So qualifying, Hamilton took it a beautiful lap,
Yep.
which, and it was actually his first try, I think. Oh, no, he improved on the second.
Yeah, like just barely, though.
Yeah,
like his
just barely.
first lap would have stood.
Yeah, so it was him, was it Vettel that was second?
It was him, Vettel,
and then it was Valtteri, and then Raikkonen.
Yep, and then the Red Bulls.
And then, Verstappen's and Danny Rick.
Yeah.
And really, wow, what a great start of the race.
Yeah.
Ferrari, for some reason, didn't get a great start. They had a chance right there. I love, they say Brazil's anti-clockwise.
Yep.
Where they go left instead of right off the first turn.
Correct.
Yeah. And so.
It is American.
Yeah. And, it was just a great race. And
we had all sorts of fun things.
Oh, my gosh. But, the biggest talking point, of course, happened later in the race when.
Yes.
Young
Maximilian
Yep.
Verstappen
was leading the race handily.
And he puts Esteban Ocon down a lap going into turn 1.
Yeah.
So,
but
now Ocon is down a lap. He has every right to unlap himself. However,
yes,
Max Verstappen is leading the race.
Yeah.
And what does Ocon do?
Yeah.
He attempts to exercise his right to unlap himself by taking a garbage line into turn 2.
Yeah.
Hits Max Verstappen. They both spin out.
Giving Hamilton,
who Max had him cleared by quite a bit.
3 to 4 seconds
and
up.
he was extending the gap every lap.
Yeah. And there's a lot of Hammy fans here in Utah, and they're like, it was going to be that way. It's like, no. Verstappen had every bit of pace over Hamilton. He passed him like he was standing still when he passed him, and it was like...
We were all surprised that Red Bull was doing this.
Yeah, because they usually don't have the straight line speed, but they were.
They were.
Oh, man, but Ocon just licked the stamp and sent it to the wrong post office. Was on the outside of turn 1, and then it turns into that turn 2 and tried to stick his nose there. Shouldn't have done it.
Nope.
And everybody's trying to defend him, and I was like, if it was for position, sure, I would defend it. But he was a lapped traffic.
He put him a lap down. So,
yeah,
he has every right to unlap himself. But Max knew he was there and could have given him a little bit, but what are you going to do? Give him more room so
that's
Ocon
what Hamilton
can take this terrible line and push you off.
And that's what Hamilton actually defended Ocon in the post-race room afterwards.
And what he said, he did have a point. He's told Max, you had more to lose.
Yeah, he's he said he had nothing to lose. You had everything to lose.
Yeah, so,
he's absolutely right. But, Hamilton's a 5-time world champion.
Yes.
Verstappen has now joined an elite class of world champions, including Ayrton Senna, who have been taken out by lap traffic.
Yep.
That was more Ayrton's fault. Yeah. Juan Pablo Montoya, who was taken out by Max's dad, Jost Verstappen, who was leading a race.
Family.
And Jost Verstappen just freaking ass-ended him. It was so hilarious. But my absolute favorite, Michael Schumacher, who was taken out by, I think, David Coulthard.
Oh, God.
And it was just and then afterwards, what does Michael Schumacher do? He runs into the fucking pit of David Coulthard, into the garage, and starts swinging on him, trying to push on him and everything like that. And they didn't give Michael Schumacher any fines or penalty for that.
No.
What did Max? So after the race, we should probably call this out.
Okay.
Max goes into the weighing room.
In the race.
Yeah.
In the race, Ocon got a 10-second stop and hold penalty.
Appropriate.
Yep.
In my opinion.
Yeah. And then afterward, Max parks his car at Park Faraday.
Yeah.
And it's great. You see Hamilton just kneeling next to his car. This is after he went over to celebrate with the Mercedes guys.
Yeah.
And they knocked the barrier
Yeah, they
over.
knocked the barrier twice. They did that.
And then did you hear the FIA people all right, that's enough of this. Back. And I would be like, no, we're partying, damn it.
We just won our 5th championship. We're good. Yeah.
Pass me the Franzia. We're getting down.
But you could see Max was just looking for Ocon.
Yeah, you see in the background, Hamilton's just patting the car, fist pump and everything. Max parks, gets out, goes over to the barricade, probably tells somebody, I'm going to go beat up a Frenchman who doesn't have a drive next season. And then you see him beeline it towards the garages, towards the weigh area.
The weigh scales, and there he is. There's Ocon in line.
And he just starts pushing him.
You know you're shit at a race when frickin' Stoffel Van Dorn finishes higher than you. I mean, come on, dude.
Let's not bury the lead here. Stoffel Van Dorn, with nothing to lose and absolutely nothing to gain, has the race of his life.
Yep, and he beat Ocon.
Yeah.
And, there's a reason. I think there's a reason why Ocon has no drive next year. Yeah, he's probably the chosen one for Mercedes 2020, but...
God, that was...
Yeah, he's still going to be in Hamilton's shadow.
Yeah.
But he's not going to retire. Hamilton's going for Schumacher.
I posted the Always Sunny gif with Charlie Day next to the...
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I commented on that. Yeah. This is all the Verstappen fans.
Verstappen
the
fans
conspiracies.
Right now. Yes.
But anyways,
anyway.
The race ended. Hamilton ended up winning.
Yep.
But Verstappen got close. He was within a second and a half.
He was there. He was right there.
Which is amazing, going from a spin and dropping to third. I think he dropped to
something like that.
Yeah, he had to repass Raikkonen. Was it?
He had to pass Raikkonen, and he had to pass a bunch of lap traffic.
Yeah, there was a ton of lap traffic, which is why Brazil is so amazing.
Oh, it's after driving that track so much in GT Sport.
Oh yeah,
good God.
Yeah, it's such a great track. Anyways, and then who got second? Max got second, and then Raikkonen got third.
Yep, and that was
which was an awesome battle between him and Bottas again. Oh man, there's just battles throughout the whole pack. To be honest with you.
Oh yeah.
It was just a great race. Loved it. Every minute of it, I was on the edge of my seat. It was fantastic.
But now we just get to we get to go to Abu Dhabi, and we get to see a bunch of people just drive because Mercedes wrapped up the constructors championship.
Yep.
So
and now we're going to see Verstappen send Ocon into the wall for sure. That's going to happen.
I really hope he doesn't.
He's going to just road rage, NASCAR it out, and I'm excited for it. I would have done the same thing if that would have been me. I would have been like, "Holy shit!" Helmets flying at his face. I would have beat the shit out of anybody. I don't care.
I thought when Max just, at the podium ceremony, which was hilarious to go from Lewis just like fist pumping, pointing out people smiling.
Yeah.
They immediately pan over to Kimmy.
Yeah.
Just like a bodyguard.
Because Max just beelined off of there. He's
Max
like, I'm not celebrating.
Took his big magnum of champagne.
Yeah.
And I swear to God, I thought he was going to go beat Ocon with it.
I wish he would have. It would have been so awesome.
Just giant magnum of champagne.
Yeah.
Just swinging that thing.
But if I were Max, I just would have been like, you know what? It's unfortunate that, that Ocon did what he did. I'm excited to race him next season. Oh, wait, he doesn't have his seat.
Oh! All right.
Ooh, ba-ba-ba-boo.
Well,
sick burn.
There we go.
Yeah, I would have done that. But that was, the Brazilian Grand Prix.
Yep. So, moving on. Gentlemen, we have our first entry into the new FIA WEC hypercar LMP1 thing.
Me likey.
It is Scuderia Cameron Glickenhaus.
Oh, I love the Glickenhaus.
Yes.
Ja, sehr gut.
Yeah, the noted, very wealthy man, so wealthy, in fact, that, he decided to kind of keep doing what Ferrari was doing with their, prototype cars back in the day.
Yeah.
Yep. So, he is the first one to officially say we are doing the new hypercar rule set, so we're building a car, and I love the fact that he said, oh, yeah, by the way, this will totally be street legal. Like, this is definitely going to be a thing you can take from race trim to street trim.
That's awesome.
Which technically you can do with the, what is it, the SCG 003 or whatever
it is? The GT car that they built?
Yeah, the thing that they run in the Nürburgring series all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, it is. Let's go back to the Cliff Notes real quick.
Cliff Notes.
So it's going to be running with GM engines, and of course it's going to have the front hybrid KERS thing.
Right.
But they're not going to really get too deep into that once the final rule set is actually out there.
Yeah.
But, we've seen plenty of renderings of the car.
It's gorgeous.
It is, it looks awesome.
But, what did you expect from the guy who created the P4 or P5? That thing is a beautiful car.
Beautiful car.
Yeah. So,
little known fact, we see his Enzo whenever we see Richard Losey driving it. The panels on Richard Losey's Enzo were Jim Glickenhaus's Enzo body panels. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Because Ferrari would not make any more panels for Richard when it wrecked. And so Jim reached out to him and said, hey, I heard you're going to make a twin-turbo land speed record car. Do you want my Enzo body parts? Of course, there's money exchange, I'm sure.
Of course.
Has to have been.
But that's the P4, P5 Enzo body. Little known fact. There you go.
Nice.
Now you know.
Well,
the more you know. Anyways, that's gorgeous. I love what Jim Glickenhaus does. I'm sad that Ferrari and him don't get along anymore.
Yeah.
The SC GT 003, whatever, kind of ended the relationship because they didn't want any Ferrari badging, and they stopped giving him Ferrari engines. And,
yeah,
it just sucks. Cause
it's just Ferrari doing what Ferrari does best.
They're like, wait a minute, a customer's beating us.
A customer's doing something.
And using our stuff and being better at it than us? Never.
Well, anyway.
Oh, wow, look at this.
In good news, so
this is really cool.
So, next year in the Virgin Australia Supercar Series, you will see
Australian
two-door cars.
Supercars.
I.e., the Mustang and the Camaro will both be competing down there.
Because we no longer have the Falcon versus Commodore battle.
Correct.
You still will. There's still going to be a four-door
Well,
series.
I'm sure there's plenty of them.
Yeah, but
you're
it's
not going to see new
it's
cars.
not the same.
Right, you're not going to see the new cars
Yeah.
because those don't exist anymore.
Yeah, they're gonzo.
Yeah.
Right.
Sad
So,
days.
anyway.
So the Mullet Racing Series is now down under.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yes.
It's the
I'm
Australian
okay with it. I'm okay
mullet racing series.
Yeah.
I'm
So-
perfectly okay with it.
Yeah.
Yep. So, I mean, there are currently GT4 spec, NASCAR spec, NHRA spec Mustangs, and now there's this goofy-looking Mustang.
Look at that wang.
So yeah, the dimensions are off a little bit, but
Yeah.
I kind of like it.
I kind of dig it. You could see if you look at the bottom sill there, it still looks like the Commodore a little
if
bit.
You took the front end off,
Falcon.
and
The
put-
Falcon, thank you.
and put an S15 Sylvia front end on it,
Yeah,
I
bingo.
think it would look like an S15 Sylvia.
Here,
real.
I think what they've got going on here, and I don't know the rule set. I don't know exactly what's going on with it because I know like the Australian V8 supercars required
Click on a-
between front and rear strut towers to be like an OE car of
Yeah.
some
Right.
kind.
So it's kind of like
I feel like they're really stretching the boundaries on that. If
Yeah.
that's the case,
Yeah, the
Yeah, the
wheelbase
chassis-
looks off. The wheelbase looks off.
the
on it.
chassis dimensions like it has to be a certain like
well, the roof
length.
height's a little bit off.
I
is
feel
what I
like
think
what it is
does
is
it.
does look
it's a
taller.
Mustang modified
So-
for specific dimensions.
Right, here it is. According to MotorAuthority.com, we should note that Australia's supercar teams use a common chassis, but with brand-specific bodies, powertrains, and aero all at parity.
Oh.
For
Oh,
example,
see, I did not know that.
Yeah,
So
so
it is NASCAR.
That's okay.
Yep.
So it's basically NASCAR.
It's
yeah.
NASCAR.
So yeah, but it's
But it
Holden
looks
engines,
cooler.
Ford engines,
Because they
Nissan
actually
engines.
look like the cars they're
So
racing.
Australia's doing a better NASCAR.
Yeah,
basically,
feel,
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
look at
They
those
always
cars.
have.
They don't look like it's a tear off and a decal
No.
package away from being
No,
a new
like-
car again.
No, that's a
That
Ford.
actually looks like
No,
it's
it-
got a unibody and panels
Yeah,
that
no,
bolt on,
right.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's because it has pot panels that bolt on.
which is
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
That's-
NASCAR, take some fucking note.
Yes, please.
So it debuted at Queensland, and it's going to have a 5-liter V8, the same one that is currently under the hood of the current Falcon race car. Yep.
Well, I mean, it's a proven powertrain.
Yep.
And I
Sounds
imagine
good.
since the chassis is going to be shared with everything
Oh,
else,
yeah, so here's-
it's a proven chassis.
Yep.
So
it's like basically instead of going with the Thunderbird, they slap the Fusion on it in NASCAR. I mean,
So-
it's basically the same
Yeah, it's
thing.
the same thing.
here's why
it's
it
the
looks
same thing.
So here's why it looks goofy. So aside from it being on that common chassis, the roof line has to be higher to clear the roll cage. The body
Yeah.
is lengthened to fit that chassis.
Wheelbase.
You know, yeah. So there we go.
And then a giant wang.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know a lot about this racing series, but are their engines still carbureted, or are they?
No, they are fuel.
No, they're
these,
fuel
these
injected.
have always been fuel injected.
Yeah,
they've been
since the
Na-
80s.
NASCAR's even doing fuel injection.
NASCAR,
Well, they
they
did
did
that
EFI for like 4 years now.
4 or 5
Yeah.
years,
Yep.
yeah. Right.
So
And they have excelled so greatly in that last 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
yep.
It
Yes,
is
yes.
nuts.
Yep. Well,
Ah,
remember how we just talked about F1 for a while?
we did.
We're going to talk about it some more.
Oh, right.
Because
Yes.
guess what?
Crikey.
We're going to Vietnam, baby.
What?
I'm having PTSD flashbacks right
Yeah,
now.
that
All the jokes that are going to come out of this.
it's just.
I'm going to be shaking after this one.
How do you feel about going then to it?
I'm not going.
No,
Although
no,
it looks
no.
beautiful. Vietnam
no.
looks beautiful.
I was in Vietnam in 2020.
Yeah.
Yep.
My neighbors went there.
I seen it.
Beautiful.
I seen it.
I just
saw,
need to work.
saw them Vietnamese out there racing their race cars
Out in Nam.
out there in Nam.
Gonna go to Nam, but they're gonna race. They're gonna be racing in downtown Hanoi. I
Yeah,
think.
downtown
Is it
Hanoi.
It's a
It
a
is in
city.
Hanoi.
It's a Hanoi.
It is
Is it
a
Hanoi?
It's a city track.
yeah. It's a street circuit.
Street
It's got a
circuit.
ridiculously
near-
long straight.
Yeah, a kilometer and a half straight.
And then like 90-degree angles everywhere.
Well, so fun fact, like back in the early days of racing, that's literally what you would have, just like 2 miles straight, 180-degree turn,
Yeah.
hopefully with some banking,
Yep.
and then another long-ass straight,
Yeah.
180-degree turn.
And
Well,
then
it's
some
basically
bang-
Le Mans. It's just a massive straight.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then at the end of it, there's one.
Mulsanne.
There's a kink, and then
Yeah.
another massive straight.
Well, they
And a
added
kink.
they added one of the kinks to slow the cars down.
Oh, yeah.
It used to be all the
see if
way
we can get a
straight.
better.
Oh yeah.
The
Okay,
Mulsanne.
so here's
Yeah.
So look at this.
Look at that! Holy crap!
Are you
Oh,
kidding
beautiful.
me?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Jeez.
It gets
It's
very
it's a giant dick with a little bit of Nürburgring on
it
it.
gets very phallic over
Very
here.
phallic. Yeah, turn
And
one
then-
is fully erect.
Oh yeah, so start
Skeet, skeet.
start finish. So you come down hard 140-degree turn. And
Yeah,
bump
very
up.
very hard.
it's hard,
if
all
you
right.
look at it.
It is very. Then you get thrust into the stadium section here.
Lots of thrusting. This is where you cup the turn. You want to cup it.
Yeah, really.
You want to cup that turn.
Then you go through this kink here.
Yeah.
you know,
and then maybe just
down-
kind of
Skee ball, gentlemen. Skee ball.
skeet ball.
Yep, there we go.
Skeet ball.
Yep,
Yeah.
and then down here into this very phallic shaped turn.
Yeah, that's called the head turn.
and then onto this very long, massive, hard straight.
You'll notice it's uncircumcised.
God.
You got to peel back to
my
straight.
God.
Anyways,
The two roads next to each other kind of make it a shaft.
yeah,
You know?
yeah.
She's a grower, not a shower. Then
And
another
At the end of that corner, there's a water feature.
Shut up. I thought you were for real being serious. I was like,
And the best part about this is lap times are going to be less than 2 minutes.
oh, that's why it's my favorite series.
That's the whole race.
That's why-
then the car gets tired.
That's why it's my favorite series.
Oh.
That's why it's my favorite series. I can relate.
It's going to be a two-stop strategy, one for tires, one for a big glass of milk.
Yep. And some bananas. Get some bananas. Get that potassium going.
Wow.
Yep.
Where's the pineapple?
So
Yeah,
there
yeah.
we go. That's going to be in 2020.
We are nothing but
2020.
children.
But they're talking of trying to having 25 races
25.
in a season. That's insanity.
Yes.
I don't get it. I don't like it. But whatever.
Well, speaking of things that laugh at the quote-unquote crowded 25 races on the F1 calendar, NASCAR wants to tackle the impossible,
Uh-oh.
which is cheating.
Yes, this
God.
is ridiculous.
That's what NASCAR's founded on.
Yes, it is.
Like
God.
literally.
The NASCAR promises to change the ridiculous culture of cheating. Good luck.
Look
and
at the
Godspeed.
measurement bullshit that they put on this. Oh, your hood's 7 millimeters up of the boners. Whatever. That's just bullshit.
It is insane.
Bullshit.
Like, God.
10 out of 10.
Volkswagen on emissions test? What is this?
So, well, no, I'm
Okay,
trying to
they're-
skim this thing.
They're relating it to the Volkswagen Dieselgate. I love it.
No, like they're saying it's ridiculous, and I don't know what they're going to do because they literally plop basically a cutout of a car,
Yeah,
on
your
top of the car.
And if it doesn't fit, you don't pass.
Yeah, like they have everything.
It's basically.
What a cool thing, though. If you could get one of those little cutouts and put it on your wall.
I would totally do
that'd
that.
be the
yeah.
coolest wall.
That would be
Oh,
rad.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
There's a business idea for you, NASCAR. Sell that shit.
Oh, yeah.
There's got to be
And
like
then never
one.
make it ever again.
Somebody has one. You know somebody has one.
I mean, they've
Yeah.
been using that thing for like a decade and a half.
Well,
now,
all the
and
race
they've
shops
changed-
have to have their own because they got to measure it themselves.
Yeah, so I mean, there's got to be like some from the old Car of Tomorrow days.
let's just go down to Joe Gibby's and steal one.
There we go.
Or borrow it.
So yeah, Kevin Harvick locked himself into the final championship race, and then a few days
and
later,
then proceeded to get kicked out of
yes,
it.
he got kicked out of it
For
due
cheating?
to cheating. But
Slapped a big nope
yes,
across all of that.
as NASCAR's senior vice president of competition Scott Miller said, they will use the off season to look at ways to punish teams harder for cheating.
Okay. Well,
Yes, he goes on to say we have to change the culture. We just can't take that illegal element off because take that off obviously isn't working anymore.
They'll probably make them race on that boner track in Vietnam.
yep. God,
Yeah.
Just kidding. Sorry.
man. Well, someone who won't be seeing the bonerific Hanoi track
Nope.
is Fernando Alonso, because you know what he's going to be doing?
What's he going to be doing?
He's going to be taking a swing at the Triple Crown again.
Heyo.
Yep.
EGOT of racing.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Currently, the only person to have achieved the Triple Crown is Graham Hill,
Yep.
and he did that in 1972.
Yep.
And
Badass.
The Triple Crown, for those of you who don't know,
You go.
it is Le Mans,
Yep.
it is winning at Monaco in Formula One,
Monaco.
and it is the Indy 500.
Yep.
Yes.
You win all three, congratulations. You are in some very rarefied air.
You get a special seat in heaven
Yep.
right next to Jesus.
Right next to Graham Hill and his pencil mustache.
Yeah, and Jesus.
Yeah, there we go. Fernando Alonso and McLaren are going to be in the 2019 Indy 500.
Which is why during his departure, this is a departure season. He's leaving
Yeah.
Formula One. We all know this, but that's why he's been very, very cautious with what he says about how shitty
Yes.
it was with Honda when McLaren had Honda, and now
Yeah.
it's even worse
It's
with
been-
Renault. But I think the problem lies, and we all know this, with McLaren itself. So yeah, I'm excited. He almost won it last year.
He was doing very well, and then for some odd reason,
Yeah.
the 500 was the race where all the Honda power plants decided to fail en masse.
That's the curse of Alonso, to be honest with you.
Like, it was just so weird because before and after that, the Honda power plants were just dead reliable. But just that day,
Yeah, there they
What-
went.
what the
But Honda still ended up winning the race. So.
yeah. So
Anyways, that'll be exciting to see. I'm going to watch again,
Yeah.
just like last year. It's fantastic.
it's
So-
great. It is a fun full day of motorsports. You have Monaco, you have the 500, and then I think you have the Coca-Cola 600.
Yep.
There you go.
We were all invited to Pizza Stranger's house for drinks and food and racing.
And
Right.
cigarettes.
I love it.
So
Yes. Just standing in the driveway, just chain smoking.
well, cigarettes will be in the back by the pergola.
Wow.
I have 2 young children.
All right.
Vaping's allowed anywhere, Zach. You're good.
Okay, cool.
Hot damn.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Well, speaking of Honda winning things, and Formula One, Formula One drivers,
look at that.
Jenson Button wins the Super GT title.
So at the bottom of this article, there is a very awesome picture.
Yes,
of him holding up the rice. Just looks like he is freaking the shit out.
Yeah, I mean, it's
like they have pumped him through every possible drug.
It's been a minute since he's won anything. Wow,
he is bug-eyed and like, did you see this?
Yeah,
I'm Jenson Button.
Yeah, so first rookie to do it, and I can't, and just so very long. Yeah, since 2005.
Whoa.
So
rookie.
First rookie in Super GT.
He's also probably the oldest rookie.
I'm kind of with you on that.
Yeah,
he's 40 years old.
Well, yeah.
45 or something.
But, I mean, he's out there winning titles, man.
Yeah, anyway, him. He's a good driver.
Yeah, so, Tor Takagi was the last rookie to win the Super GT championship, and he also did it driving for Honda.
Nice.
Yep. And, this ended a drought of 8 years for Honda, because they hadn't won a GT 500 title since 2010.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good job, Jensen.
Yep.
Way to jump in there and make stuff happen.
So there we go. And then we're going to end on some loosely, locally related Super Lap Battle news.
Yeah.
Yes, and we're not going to talk about the dude in the Tesla getting disqualified.
Aw.
That was weird. Everybody's quoting a terrible article that says he was in street all-wheel drive, which is he was not. You know. But anyway. So we had friend of the program, soon to be feature car. Well, actually, not soon to be feature car. I should have shot the NSX. Anyway, Kevin Panter, which is Rhett Panter's dad, he was out there in his mild, quote unquote, NSX, twin turbo, science speed wide body.
Wow,
it's a glorious car. He took 11th place in street rear wheel drive.
Nice.
Marcus Malonis and Sally McNulty, Corgi owners, lovely people.
Oh, love corgis.
Yes.
Love corgis.
Shout out to Carl and Lucy. Anyway, they took second and third place in street all-wheel drive.
Nice.
And Sally set a personal best record out there at Buttonwillow.
Good job.
And and in unlimited rear-wheel drive, Rhett Panter in the crazy S2000 that we are going to be dropping the feature of next week.
Nice.
Yep, he took second place.
Good for you, Rhett. Good job.
Yep. Just real quick, I want to just rifle off who, your top three, which was unlimited all-wheel drive, because it always is.
The big money.
Yep. So, unlimited all-wheel drive was Richard Boak in the Can-Jam Motorsports STI, which he showed off at SEMA and was really fucking awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, everybody was very excited to see this car. 1, done. 2, actually running. And then 3, running extremely well, because he ran a 138.281.
Wow.
Around, Buttonwillow, which is...
Is that a new record?
Yep.
Nice.
It is a new record for the event. Not necessarily sure if it's a track record, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was close. Tom O'Gorman, he is a dude we met at World Challenge. He took second place in the Professional Awesome Racing Evo 8.
Just a 1.5 tenths off. Look at that.
Just so close.
So close.
Yep. And it cut off. But, Andy Smedgard in the RS Motors Evo 9, along with Brandon, somebody else. They cut off his name.
All you need to know is his name's Brandon. You automatically know he's the best driver ever.
But, he took third. And unfortunately, everybody was very excited to see what Jaeger Racing was going to do, but I can't remember. I think he blew up a diff. Yeah. Like, he wrecked something that he couldn't quickly and easily replace. So, he just kind of ended his weekend.
Can we talk about last place on unlimited rear-wheel drive? Paul Kuzma in the Honda S20 million?
Yeah, that's pretty...
Whoa.
What?
Yeah.
Jeez.
The S20 million, baby.
Take that straight to the bank.
Yep. No, so...
is that what it's called? Or
no?
Someone just...
1,000 of them.
Someone had a heart attack as they were typing that and just...
Probably.
0.
Yep. Oh, but... yeah, man. So, shout out to...
Not to offend anybody who's had heart attacks.
No.
Okay, good.
But, shout out to our friends of the program,
Okay,
Rhett,
good, Trent.
Marcus,
So
Sally, and Kevin. Good job, guys.
Good job. Way to represent, team.
Yeah, there
Proud
we
of
go. And, feature on the Power Needy S2000 is going to be coming up next week, probably on Monday.
Watch, I have a heart attack on the way home, Brandon.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, no.
Knock on wood.
No, you would. Don't say that. You're in way better shape than me. It's going to be this guy.
Yep. Well, that's it.
Especially after seeing that. All my blood's gone. I don't know
no.
where it went.
Guys, that is it for episode 143. Remember, you can find this podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, anywhere you find your podcasts. Please rate, review, and subscribe if you haven't already. 5 stars preferred. Find us. We are at Cam Auto Mag on all the social medias.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're out there. We're listening, probably.
Find us, like us, join us, talk to us.
Yes. Subscribe to us on Patreon.
Be one of us.
Patreon.com/CamAutoMag. Yep.
Do it now.
Yes. Go find Joey on the social medias. He's out there.
Yeah, Joey's there.
Driver.
Go Joey.
Totally
Yeah,
is.
just Digital Driver 0mm. I'm on the Twitch. I'm on the Facebook. I'm on the Instagram.
There we go.
I think that's all of it.
All
Eventually on YouTube.
There we go.
Come annoy me.
Yep.
Tell me how fat I am.
Duh.
I would like all the videos.
Ever since I had one dude on Twitch jump up and be like, "You're so fat," I'm like, "That's
Aw.
it."
Real original.
I want more.
Yeah.
Tell me how fat I am.
Bathe me in your hate.
Yes.
Anyway.
More hatred, daddy.
Anyway, we're going to be back on Thursday. Episode 144. We're going to talk video games. Trent's going to have a billion-dollar question for us.
I'm scared.
And we're going to go over some stuff that you guys wanted us to get to last week, i.e. what you thought of our Track Daily Crushes and the question of the week and all that stuff. So, until Thursday, I have been Mike.
I have been Daddy Rads.
I've been the shadowy billionaire.
Pizza Stranger.
Go.
I've been Zach.
And I'm Digital Driver.
There we go. All right. See you, everybody.
Bye.
Oh,
We missed you.
we got a
If
Kiwi
you
in
want
here.
shenanigans,
Can I
because
have a
that's how you get
beer?
And a
shenanigans.
Grizzly.
Subscribe.
Go get a beer.
You can have a beer.
Subscribe and like.